What's good? Lucky Lefty Podcast, Honora Boys. We are in the building. As you can see, I am in the city at the office, and we are brought to you by Honora Whiskey, HonoraWhiskey.com. It is that premium American whiskey, HonoraWhiskey.com. Courtesy of Bleav Network, presented by FanDuel. Go to FanDuel.com or download the FanDuel app to get everything you need for the quarterfinals. And we're going to preview the quarterfinals tonight, ahead of a great holiday weekend for everybody. I proclaim that for you already. And if you choose to partake of some spirits, make sure that you do it
responsibly.
Let's get it lit. We appreciate it. Leave your comments, questions, because we indeed respond to all. TikTok, Twitter, X, Instagram at Lucky Lefty Pod. And man, you can always go to patreon.com/Lucky Lefty Network. Left, what's good with it on this Tuesday?
Yep, almost Christmas Eve.
Yo, man, I'm so excited, man. I picked baby girl up. She had that last flight out, LA, or one of the evening flights. She lands here about 1 a.m. So,
that's
super excited to see her.
Absolutely. What's the plans?
You know, her and her mom are putting things together, right? I think we're gonna do zoo lights. I don't know, zoo lights at Lincoln Park Zoo. It's incredible. It's a really incredible experience. I know tomorrow we're gonna wake up, have breakfast, and then go do some shopping, because all of us have to do some last minute shopping. And then we're gonna have a game night on Friday night with all the cousins. Game night. Yeah, we're gonna have a game night with all the cousins.
Now, are you a pretty competitive gamer with the family? Like,
that's my wife, bro.
Serious.
That's my wife and her sister, man.
Okay. They the ones that make it not fun. You
and too extra with it, bro. and I tell them all the time, you don't even win enough to be that competitive. I can see
the record not long enough to be this.
Like, you're way too intense, man. You're not good enough. You're not good enough.
They really be mad. He's like, you 500. You 500. How you?
I might end up calling them USC on Friday. Like, y'all talking like y'all good, and you're trash.
Man, they talking like they tell us what to do, and if we don't like it, then they don't move on. When does that work?
So we're going to talk about, of course, LL question of the day. You guys, if you have a super chat or a GTB question, put it in the chat, because we indeed want to get to it before we check out for the holiday. And then we want to ask you, what's the best gift that Notre Dame gave you this season? What's the best gift that Notre Dame gave you this season? Put it in the chat, because we want to pick it up and put it on the screen. Lef, I want to ask you a question, bro. What's the best gift that Notre Dame football unwrapped for us this year, or for you this year?
I think it was the recruiting class. I think the best graphic I saw was the fact that they had all the conferences and the 5 stars that signed with them. Notre Dame stood alone as an individual team amongst conferences and pulled more 5 stars than the 2 ACC and Big 12 conferences combined. Now, that's a matter of what? 16 teams? 20 teams between the 2 conferences? And we have pulled more 5 stars to 1 team. That's pretty impressive, pretty special. And it's a long day where I would have never guessed to see Notre Dame get that many 5 stars, let alone in one class. But in the years that we've been able to do it, coming off of a 10-year spell where it was tough. 5 stars wasn't thinking Notre Dame
Yeah.
on a mass level where we're in the same recruiting rooms as the standard schools. And so just Marcus Freeman to accomplish that, he's not leaving for no Giants. Why would you leave something like that? And it's just, didn't
you put something on social media about him choosing Jackson Dart over CJ Carr or something to that effect?
I'm like, if I had to put my coaching career and 6 kids on the line, am I going with CJ and Notre Dame and what I got over there, or the New York Giants? We've seen the New York Giants kill careers on and off the field in a matter of 2-3 years, guys that were very promising. We just seen personally all their hot rookies get injured. And so they have one good game, they blow up, they the talk of the town, and they out the next 2 weeks. So Giants organization, not even Marcus Freeman, should want to go and, risk it all for what? So I think that he's in I said this, the only 2 places even comparable right now in college football is the Pittsburgh Steelers and Ohio State Buckeyes. Other than those 2 programs, where else is there a better landing spot for Marcus Freeman right now? The Pittsburgh Steelers, because he can go in there like Mike Tomlin being there for 20 years. Job security. And then Ohio State is the only other place that's comparable right now. And then Marcus Freeman's home to it. So I mean, we're gonna go Washington? No. We're gonna go Tulane? No, he literally can't go too many other places. And another thing we have to address, this whole we don't play a tough schedule thing. Guys, you can't find 12 teams to put on the schedule in the same year that you can say, okay, Notre Dame is going to have a challenge. We just happen to be a top 5 team, guys. So what do you want us to play, Ohio State and Bama every week? I mean, who are the team, these mystery tough teams that we're running away from? That's the question. Oh, we don't play nobody. Well, who is there to play that, 1, Notre Dame needs to prove to beat, and 2, that Notre Dame is just is running away from, or the challenge is just too great. 90% of the teams we'll face in college football will be favored against. So what is the schedule supposed to look like? While you guys play Bethune-Cookman and Arkansas Pine Bluff and Rosa Parks Academy and all these other FCS teams, I don't hear y'all complain about that. USC, y'all beat up on the Fresno Bulldogs every year. Y'all got the Raging Cajuns that important to where y'all asking us to play y'all in the spring, the game after the spring game. Y'all just want, what a way to cop out the competition. Just make it so particular and inconvenient. Yeah, play us in week 0. What is that even? I looked it up. Week 0 was meant for Hawaii because they're literally in a different time zone. Teams that need national exposure. And for FCS schools. My whole thing is, what category does Notre Dame fall under? We don't need no national exposure to play that early. You guys aren't Hawaii, and we're not playing you guys in another country. Well, you guys want to play in China. That's why you want week 0. You want to play in some outer land outside of the Coliseum or Notre Dame State. I don't get it. We don't qualify for none of those. We're not playing out the country. We're not Hawaii. And so it's interesting to see that that's what they rely on. Oh, you guys didn't want to play week 0. The other thing, we've told you guys, Notre Dame is business partners. Just because, or we even go a step further. Business 101. We don't take the first deal. What are we talking about? Oh, so you throw that weak deal out there and be like, well, take it or leave it. Whoa. We're going to read it, the fine print, talk to our advisors, and come back to you. You don't like that? That's how regular business is done. Sorry, we don't like to get stiff-armed like y'all do in the Big Ten, where they just tell y'all what to do and y'all can't say nothing. It don't work like that for us. We're going to review it. Week 1, week 0 doesn't benefit a Notre Dame schedule. That's fair. Because we're like, wait a minute. There's 12 other spots when it matters. Why are we acting like this tradition game doesn't matter all of a sudden? So we need to play in the preseason or week 0 or in the spring. That's admission of guilt. You're guilty because you're like, man, we go through this quote-unquote gauntlet and then got to face Notre Dame. Well, y'all don't hear you having this argument about the Raging Cajuns. The Raging Cajuns not in conference. Or are y'all assuming that that's a dub? Treat us like the Raging Cajuns. It's no problem. Play in the early part of the year, right before conference play. That was never an issue I've ever heard about. Oh, make sure Notre Dame gets in before conference play. Everybody does it. Hell, y'all play USC week 0. How are we any different? It can only be because before the game even starts, you know what's in South Bend. You're like, we ain't about to take on that monster right now. They hot. We don't like so I've never heard a team talking about they don't want to play in the cold. Play us when it's warm. Then they say, oh, we don't want to play y'all when it's too close to our other games because it won't count. What do you mean? Miami made it count week 1. I don't see the difference. I just believe it's a scared tactic. We're not going to take the whatever deal y'all throw out to us because who's doing that? Who's doing that? Play us in week 0 or you guys are soft. Come on. Come on. Guys, we're not joining a conference. That doesn't make life easier. If anything, we are the trendsetters of college football. We're showing you how to make money without the big conference heads. We just showed you a easy business class of what happens when ESPN and the TV bigwigs try to stiff arm you in the deals. We said, wait a minute, y'all not guaranteeing and backdoor dealing the Notre Dame brand. They over there winking and handshaking, talking about we're going to put some sprinkles on them helmets for you. Don't worry. No. Y'all CC'd us. We seen it. We tried to address it and y'all didn't like it. So we said, wait a minute. Okay. Because we have the freedom, what are we going to do? Hey, BYU, let me call you on the side. Let's schedule a Google Meet, Zoom meeting on the side. Let's hash some things out. You don't need to talk to Big Bro. Why you don't need to call Big Bro's busy running his mouth about Notre Dame. He busy talking about we egregious and we babies and da. But hey, I know one thing. I done calculated the numbers over on this side, BYU, and I know we're missing out on this bowl game. The sprinkles and the Pop-Tarts. Tell us how it is. But we'll do you one better. What they say, SD? We'll do you a solid. We'll do you a solid. This is why we're Notre Dame. We'll give you a Notre Dame stimmy. It's Christmas time. It's Christmas time. We ain't got to tell nobody either. We ain't got to tell nobody. We just get it inked in pen, and then y'all release the news when you want to. Just release it when you want to. So how about this? We make you more money than the bowl game on a 2-game deal. You come to our place. We come to your place. Old school independent show. What you say? We rebound that 50 mil and raise you 100. 50 at your place, 50 at our place. Because our fans traveling. They like Utah. They can see the mountains. They got their snow gear. It's no different climate. We're going to raise your TV deal up. Clearly, you guys aren't afraid to play whenever in the schedule, which is cool. And you guys clearly are showing the rest of college football, you guys want to do deals when Notre Dame calls. I thought it was a freeze out. How is it that USC wants to propagate wants to throw out disses and false narratives and misinformation talking about, oh, Notre Dame ran away. Wait a minute. Run away? Or did we replace you? Because all I know is you like to say it's all our fault and this and that, but how do we have another team signed in ink already? How? Our business acumen shows that we're not playing. Y'all go out there, y'all want to pump up the media, tell them false news, put out false flags, say we doing this and that, but you guys don't have a game at the end of the year. We replaced you faster than you can put the news out to say it was our fault. Before y'all thought Chad was over there rubbing his hands together. Oh boy, we finna spin the narrative. Well, look at that. We done signed a deal with the team you said we ran from. And we gave them more money. How about that? Not only did we schedule the team for a 2-game deal, we even gave them more money. That's bigger than ESPN. That's bigger than the committee. That's bigger than the Georgia Tech Pop-Tart game. And now what? Now what do they have to say? So it's just a shame to see people just be so misinformed by the fake narratives. But one thing that stands out is that college football needs Notre Dame. Clearly, if we got an open spot, an open slot in the game schedule, it seems to get filled pretty fast. It seems to get filled pretty fast by the teams that y'all say we avoided. The teams y'all say are freezing us out. They picking up the phone being like, what can you offer us? What deal you want to put out there, business partner? We dealing with these handouts and foolishness from these commissioners and these conferences. Essentially, people are saying, we want to be like you, Notre Dame. Show us how to make this bread and give us the confidence to say, hey, conference, you ain't doing us right. You ain't doing us right. So we'll just go behind the doors of the back doors and call the good stewards themselves. Because guess what? We self-sufficient. That's the difference. USC talking about they don't need us. Really? Really? Come on now. Top 5 program for a reason.
Lucky Lefty podcast. Boy, I love clearing the runway for left. I love it. I just love clearing the runway for left, man. He's the best in the business. I don't think anybody goes on a rant as good as Malik ZAIRE. Lucky Lefty podcast. So the interesting part, left, is that earlier today, news broke from a story in the LA Times. And let me brief synopsis of the story. The story was obviously a leak from USC. They leaked this information because it was a source close to the program. According to them, they had decided to continue the rivalry. They had decided to bend and continue to play the game in October. And at the end of the year, and then all of a sudden, after the final rankings came out, all of a sudden, they were so offended by what they heard that Notre Dame was receiving or had a memorandum that would include them in the playoff field if they were a top 12 team starting in 2000. They were so offended that they paused on the rivalry, because if we lose that game, it could keep us out of the playoffs just like it kept BYU out of the playoffs. Now, this is irony. This is irony, right? And so they leaked this information. It's like, we didn't know, we were unaware of the memorandum.
Unaware
of the memorandum. We never knew about the memorandum. We're offended. We never knew that Notre Dame was going to have that type of access or that type of inclusion. We didn't know that we can't continue with the rivalry due to that. First of all, one has nothing to do with the other. I like the way you try to piece it together as if they were inclusive, but they're totally exclusive of one another. But
that's called a reach. That's called a reach, SD. That's called a reach.
That's what their fans and their media are doing. See, my mother always told me, love, mind your business. Because if you're minding your business, you're probably going to ignore everyone else's business. And since they don't have any business over the last decade, where they average 5 losses per season. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This is a football program over the last decade that has averaged 5 losses per season. They have no business. They had no business in the Pac-12. They have no business in the Big Ten. Just have no business.
Just no business.
Then they went and stole somebody's girl in the middle of the night. Thinking
the middle of the night
going to come and be a totally different. They tried to change, there's a phrase that I don't want to say, but they tried to change Lincoln Riley.
Yeah, they tried to change your life up. Yeah. Try to change it. They put her in the big house. That don't make a difference.
They tried to change Lincoln Riley, and they found out he's the same dude.
They put an alley cat in a nice house. It's still an alley cat.
They tried to domesticate him, and it didn't take. It did take, left.
It's just in and out the house whenever they want,
That's it.
Pick up after themselves. Don't care about no house rules.
And a leopard never changes his spots. Because they went and stole Lincoln Riley
in the middle of the night.
Then Lincoln Riley turned around in the midnight hour and came and stole Chad Bowden. Thinking that he was going to destroy Notre Dame's recruiting department. That's what he thought. I can't beat him on the field, so let me beat them from within. Let me beat them from within.
That's what Plankton tried to do to Mr. Krabs. Steal the Krabby Patty formula. Chad Bowleswick got the Krabby Patty formula. We just got to steal it. We can't make better burgers. It's the chum bucket.
Not the Krabby Patty.
This the chum bucket. We need that Krabby Patty formula. Chad is the key. But we know that don't last too long. You absolutely right, SD. They said we can't beat them when it counts on the field. But we need that secret sauce because that's what it has to be. That will validate the program, the secret sauce. We look over at Notre Dame just grabbing recruit after recruit. They in room after room, grandma's kitchen after grandma's kitchen. Chad has to be the reason. Then they figured out, wait a minute. We're doing good in the rankings, but Notre Dame's right there, right over our shoulder. Just when we thought we had the formula, they still producing at a high level. You can't shake them. We can't shake them. So if they can't beat us off the field, they can't beat us on the field. Even after we gave them the stimmy, what do? SD? They say, we ruined the rivalry. How? The team that's 8-2 in the last 10 matchups, now all of a sudden we're like, hey, we don't want to play. We hold the shillelagh. How we got the trophy. How the guys that got the trophy don't want to play? Come on, man. What are we talking about here? Jeremiah Love showed you at the end of the game, unscripted, uncalled for, he had to make a point to go to the end zone and do his dance. That's the same team you're saying the next year don't want to play you. How does that make sense? Clearly we clowning. We out there having a good old time, dancing, twirling, scoring points. And somehow we ruined the rivalry because we don't want to play week 0. What y'all want to play in Ireland? It's not good enough to play in America. Y'all want to play us in another Vietnam, China, Germany? That's what week 0 is for. Of course we're saying no to it. Why? Of course we're saying no to it. Come on, man. Marcus Freeman said whenever, wherever, but dang, we got to negotiate something. Yeah, y'all just saying throw us anything. Come on now. Come on now. And the last point. This join the conference thing. Name 2 teams in each conference that would be favored over Notre Dame if they join the conference. I can't name 2. We were ACC. We know none of those teams would be. Notre Dame would be a top 2 team in every conference. That's a better way to put it. Notre Dame would be a top 2 or 3 team in every conference if we joined it. So what is the schedule that we got to play? That's the question of the day, SD. Who is it out there that Notre Dame has to face to qualify, to be sufficient enough validation for the credit? All we just saying, give us the credit to say, okay, they're good. They're acting like we're out here just I don't paying the refs or something. We're winning by 30 plus, guys. I mean, what? I don't know. You got Missouri fans talking to us. Oklahoma fans got something to say. I had a Michigan State fan chime in. Michigan State.
We just gave them a linebacker coach in DC. Like, we just gave you a stimmy.
We just gave you a stimmy. Gave you your guy back. We took your guy, upgraded him, got him right, polished up, and sent him back to you. And you talking about us. Y'all over there getting swindled for hundreds of millions of dollars by your head coach. He can't keep his hands to himself. And thinking of everything but football. When a hard-working man in Marcus Freeman with 6 kids, pulling off number 2 recruiting class, playoff appearances, Good Morning America, ESPN, you name it, commercials.
Your new head coach is fresh off a hazing scandal at his
yeah. And then you hire another guy who couldn't keep his hands to himself. This is the move you guys are making. But at some point we'll be in the right spot.
Lucky Lefty podcast. So I just want to answer. This is amazing. But so we just laid out what USC tried to leak to the LA Times. Nicole Arbach put this out early this morning and says a person with direct knowledge of the communications between the Big Ten Conference office and schools confirmed to NBC Sports that all 18 schools received the full language of the CFP MOU, which was unanimously supported by all current and incoming members in March 2024. USC source disputes this. USC cites new information about the MOU in past few weeks and CFP selection process overall as key reasons it didn't want to play Notre Dame late in the season. The MOU language, as it relates to Notre Dame, has not changed since it was communicated to Big Ten schools last year, another source says. So wait a minute. You got caught in a lie. So you lied. See, this is what really happened. I know what happened. This is what really happened.
Oh, what happened?
The pressure got to them. As Keyshawn said, they don't have Trojans as an AD. They don't have Trojans as a head coach. Keyshawn Johnson said that. We played it yesterday. So the non-Trojans felt the pressure from the fan base and the alumni to continue the rivalry. They were like, we want the Shillelagh back. You can't get out now until we get the Shillelagh back.
That's right.
But they never wanted to re-up.
Oh, no.
And the moment they heard about the memorandum, they were like, you know what? We can use that as an out.
We never knew.
And people will believe us. And you know what they thought? They thought that Mr. Petiti, the commissioner of the Big Ten, would have their back.
Oh,
They thought the Big Ten would have their back. We're going to leak this information, and the Big Ten is either going
don't
to
cover because we're a member.
Yeah,
because
but
we're
the
a
Big
member.
Ten called up Nicole Auerbach in NBC Sports. Wait a minute, who's on NBC Sports? Whose network is NBC Sports? The Big Ten and who else?
The Big Ten, yeah.
The Big Ten and what other school
Notre
is?
Dame, yeah. Notre Dame.
Right. See, they forget
business
they're
calls.
in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
But Notre Dame is in a TV partnership
Business
with the Big
partnership.
Ten.
Business partnership.
They forgot that. So they thought the Big Ten was going to choose them over their TV partner. That's what they thought, Left. That's what they thought. They thought the Big Ten was going to choose them and their lies over their TV partner.
Because you know where they got the example from? Good old Jim Phillips. They looked over at ACC and said, "Oh, look at how they caping for Miami. Oh, look at how they supporting their teams. We should try some of that.
Yeah,
we should try some of that Jim Phillips strategy because that can cover for being scared." And then on top of that, what makes it worse is that you guys played Notre Dame. You telling me y'all don't know your opponent? Yeah, the memorandum went out to Rutgers and Wisconsin and all the teams that don't play Notre Dame. So the team that plays Notre Dame, where the rule really applies to, because that's your rival, you remember?
Yeah.
Now you don't know.
Yeah.
So you lose all concepts of the rivalry, the rules, how things is laid out over the 100 years. In 1 year, now you don't know about the opponent. The rule applies really to you. We're not playing Michigan, Ohio State, Wisconsin, Indiana every year. We're playing you. And you want to think that people are going to cover for them lies. Why would you think that? Notre Dame, yeah, you may think you got the one up on a 3D level chess. Playing that 4D. Because you can't beat good stewardship. Because that Irish money is good green.
And what they found out today is you can't escape Notre Dame in the business of college football.
No,
there are partnerships all over the place. There are partnerships all over the place.
We got friends everywhere. You thought you was
everywhere. Heck, the AD of Ohio State for many years was a Notre Dame grad. What are we talking about? Kevin Warren, the president of the Chicago Bears, Notre Dame. Dude, the tentacles go everywhere. They go everywhere. So what ended up happening, as Nicole Auerbach reported, is that their lie that they leaked was refuted. And then when they tried to say, well, no, we heard about it, because at first they didn't know. But then it was, well, we knew about it, but some things had been amended. And the Big Ten said, no.
No.
Nothing has changed.
Yeah, like they keep coming back.
2024. No. Don't try that lie. Don't do that.
Yeah, basically, don't try that lie.
Don't do that.
Don't
do that.
Hey, you're not going to mess up our money now, because no, they ain't going to call us. That's the thing. They don't want that. They saw what the phone call and how it happened with Miami and the ACC, and they jumped on it and say, "Oh, not with us. You're not gonna have people calling us in the middle of the night saying, 'Let me holler at you.' We not getting that call. So no, we are not covering, because we gotta protect. We saw what happened. We saw how Notre Dame just cut ESPN out of $70 million. We're not gonna let you do that to us." See, the Big Ten is smart. That's why they're better than the SEC. They ain't gonna keep following the bag.
And did you think that the Big Ten is gonna have your back while you're acting a fool with this private equity thing? Trying to bump up against the TV deal? With Michigan? And Michigan's a mess. Michigan's a mess. Left. I talked to someone in the know. Let me give you the direct quote. I give you the direct quote. Michigan is an absolute disaster. They're going to have to blow it up.
Oh my goodness. Oh my, blow it up.
Blow it up. It's worse than what's been reported.
What can be worse than what just happened?
Hey, I'm just telling you, it's worse. When a Chicago legal team and firm has been hired to clean things up, that lets you know that they're trying to protect themselves from a lot of civil cases that can be brought.
Uh-oh.
That's what's being done. When you hear clean up, that means cover up and cover our butts. That's what that means, my brother. So the two teams that are bucking at the new TV deal are just disasters right now.
Disasters.
Disasters.
And want to add Notre Dame to the problem. You don't want these smoke. You don't want the real smoke. The real smoke is not on the field, because we give you that all day. The real smoke is when you find out that your big bros is friends with your frenemies.
Man, they should rehire Lloyd Carr. maybe he'll come back and coach the game from the press box or from his suite. I don't know. That would be great drama, especially if they put Notre Dame back on the schedule next year. Maybe CJ Carr can go up against his grandfather. I don't know.
That's gonna bring good attention, man. That's gonna be positive energy to Michigan. A lot going on, man. It's exciting time. Once again, Notre Dame not in the playoffs, but has more attention than playoff teams. We love to see it. That's how you know we should have been in it.
It's absolutely.
All this stuff wouldn't have got messy if you just would have put us here.
But why lie? Left. Okay. Let the fans argue. Let the media argue. We'll come back to the table in 2030. But you were so bent on making sure that you looked a certain way when you knew you never wanted to extend the series in the first place. Lincoln Riley said so. He said so.
He said it after the game.
Wait. Left. They have the nerve to talk about people running from series. Guess who was supposed to be on USC's schedule this season and next season?
Who was that?
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss. Good
they
Lord.
Canceled the series. Lincoln Riley canceled the series. I wonder why.
I wonder why. Because it wasn't a week before week 0. You can't. They said no, they ain't got week 0. There's not nothing before 0, so we can't schedule. We can't play them in the spring game. We can't do joint practices, so we just got to take them off because we already have week 0 penciled in for another team we know we can't beat. Because apparently this quote-unquote Big Ten gauntlet matters so much.
What gauntlet? They played one real game this year. That was Oregon. That's it. They played one real game.
No, Illinois. Brett Bielema got them scared. Brett Bielema has them on their heels.
Bro,
that's the gauntlet.
I'm an Illinois guy. Well, shout out to my Illinois squad that banged up on Missouri last night, beat them by 40. That's how you smack them in bragging rights. Big win for Brad Underwood and the squad as they go into get ready for Big Ten play. I'm still mad about that Nebraska loss at the crib though. But
that's a good team. What's that big boy name?
I think they're undefeated. I think Nebraska's still undefeated. Hoiberg is doing a great job. He's a terrible coach with the Chicago Bulls, but he's doing a heck of a job in Nebraska. Shout out to Fred Hoiberg.
He coming straight to the Bulls. What you mean? He gonna fit right.
His son is a heck of a point guard too. Coming
right to the Bulls.
Come on, don't do that to my squad.
No, I might get AJ DeBonza, man. You never know.
No, they're not smart enough to tank to get that kid. They're not smart enough. You know what I mean? I got a $30 million Japanese slugging first baseman. I did get that in the all season from my White Sox. I got a first place squad in the NFC North. It's all good. I care less right now. I could care less about the Bulls.
Hey, that's right. Them Bears, man. I can't find a Caleb Williams jersey. Can't find the Iceman jersey right now.
No. Lucky Lefty podcast. Let us know as we celebrate the holidays and we go into Christmas and the holiday season. Let us know, what was the best gift you got from Notre Dame football? We want to put it up on the screen. What's the best gift you got from Notre Dame football this season? We want to know. It's already in the chat. Another defection from the secondary. Safety Ben Minich has in it the transfer portal. Like we said yesterday with Jadon Blair, man, when you get a lot of talent, you're going to start to see.
What are you going to do?
What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
Mike Mickey's active.
A program is going to get another really good player, and a great young man. That's it. And I think Ben is on schedule to get his degree too.
That's how it works.
Which is even better.
Win-win.
Which is even better. So that right there is just absolutely fantastic. The best.
He'll be a captain somewhere, you know.
Absolutely, he'll go to a team and immediately be a captain. Immediately make an impact. You know he will. You know he will. You want to tie a bow on tell your boy Sua Cravens, man. I understand he's trying to stick up for his boys, him and Deion Bailey, but tell him, come on, man. Stop. You're standing on
the only argument saying we said week 0 was come on, man.
You're standing on shaky ground, bro.
Shaky foundation.
All we have to do is huff and puff and blow, bro. Yeah, all of that's falling down because you're liars. You're liars.
Because you're straight liars. That's really what it is. You're just liars.
Yeah, you're liars. You got exposed. You got
liars
exposed.
to the point where your big bro couldn't even save you. Your big bro was like, whoa. We did not tell you that.
Don't try to put it on us.
Oh, no.
And then anybody with common sense knows, that a commissioner works at the behest of the schools. They are empowered by the school. Roger Goodell is empowered by the owners. Everybody knows this, how it goes. Why in the world would they even leak such a lie? Why would they do it?
Why would they lie like that?
It doesn't add up. The math is not mathing. No one's going to, but anybody with common sense outside of the USC fan base is going to believe that. We didn't know. Everything changed with the memorandum. We didn't know. Oh, not my fault. We knew, but there were some changes made. And then all of a sudden the Big Ten comes back like,
stop.
Nah. It's been the same since you signed it and agreed to it in 2024.
Signed it, agreed to it. Everybody shook their hand and crossed their
hands. Dude, we're not sticking up for you. Yeah. You know why we can't stick up for you in this situation? One, because you're bucking.
Yeah, you bucking
as a mid-tier team. You're not Ohio State. At least Michigan is coming off a national championship.
That's right.
They're a disaster right now, but at least they have a national championship in the last 2 to 3 years.
I just got
Michigan. You guys want to get in cahoots and buck at the TV deal and start talking about this private equity.
Y'all just got in here.
Not realizing that we are literally TV partners with Notre Dame as a conference.
Look at that.
We're TV partners. So you think we're about to mess up the money for you? You think we're about to go against our other TV partner that we're in good relationship with?
Just signed a deal with.
What for you? We're going to cover up your lie? A dumb lie at that. It was one of the worst lies. Any kid with common sense knows, dude, stop playing. You didn't know. Did the dog eat your homework too?
No, what they said, when you go to court, you can't have ignorance of the law. You can't go to court and say, I didn't know that was against the law. They're going to be like, what? What you mean? That's not, you need to know the laws.
And You said it. Shout out to our boy USCJ. Stop bringing up Marcus Freeman. Yeah. That's what a coach is supposed to say. He's a coach, and he holds no power at Notre Dame. No head coach holds power at Notre Dame.
Yeah, acting like Marcus Freeman was
what are you talking about? Stop bringing that up. Like, oh, he said this, so it's gonna get done. It's Notre Dame.
Time out, man.
They got rid of Lou Holtz. There's no head coach in Notre Dame holds power to make schedules. They can make suggestions. Yeah. They can make requests, but they don't have a gavel. Stop that.
Stop.
Once again, y'all smarter than that. USC fans, you're smarter than that. You know how this goes at Notre Dame. You know. Stop that.
Freeman said
Marcus Freeman and his squad would play y'all in the middle of the park on La Brea at the tar pits.
Yeah.
If it was up to him.
Whatever you need.
Unfortunately, it's not up to him. And y'all know that.
Business
so stop. That's a lame excuse. Stop covering up the fact that USC got flat out caught in a lie today. They got caught in a lie. They tried to lie and leak it in a story in the LA Times and got called to the carpet by their own conference. Their own conference said, no, stop that. You agreed to it in 24 with the other 18, with all of the 18 teams, and nothing has changed. So we don't know what you're talking about. With there were some amendments that you weren't happy about. Nothing's changed. Nope. It's the same memorandum that's been sitting in the safe to pull out for next year. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. And I don't blame the fans. I'm telling you, Keyshawn Johnson said it correctly. When you have non-Trojans that don't understand the school, the brand, the history, and the rivalry and what it means, this is what you get. I told you yesterday, Jennifer Cohen, she's a fraud. She's a fraud. Lincoln Riley, the way you got him, that's the way you have to keep him. You snuck him out of Oklahoma. You snuck Chad out of Notre Dame. That's what you got. You got a sneaky head coach that's averaging 5 losses per season. Once again, USC, you have bigger issues than Notre Dame. Mind your business. Mind your business. Let Notre Dame handle its business. And how about you all learn how to win a road game in the Midwest? Try that. Try that. Learn how to win a road game in the Midwest in the Big Ten. You lost to Minnesota. You lost to Iowa. You lost to Illinois. You lost to Michigan. Try winning a game in the Great Lakes.
In the Great Lakes. The Great Lakes, they drowning in the Great Lakes.
You got bigger fish to fry. Matter of fact, you had to come get the best quarterback out of Illinois to help you get better. The all-time leading passer in Illinois football history is coming to USC. You had to come to our state and our region to get help. What's wrong?
Yeah, definitely had to go to Notre Dame get the recruitment help.
The California quarterbacks aren't good enough anymore? What's wrong?
They said they need a Midwest kid to beat the Midwest.
You soft on the interior of the defensive line. You had to come to Chicago Mount Carmel and get Braden Jones because you soft? What's wrong? You had to come get some Midwest toughness? What's wrong? What's wrong? You have bigger issues than Notre Dame. Mind your business.
Leave us alone, man.
And handle your business. Mind your business and handle your business. Notre Dame is going to be just fine from a business standpoint. Please stop all this. Notre Dame needs USC. Are you that foolish? Please don't be that silly. Please don't be that silly.
We don't need USC.
Please don't be that silly. Please don't do that. Do you really think Notre Dame is going to have a problem generating revenue? Do you really think they're going to have a problem? They don't need USC. As I said before, over the last 5 years, BYU has 45 wins. USC has 39. USC is averaging 5 losses per season the last decade. They're 2-8 against Notre Dame in the last decade. Your program is mid-tier right now. That's a fact. Mid-tier. As you left the Pac-12, you were mid-tier. leaving the Pac-12. Your short time in the Big Ten, you're mid-tier in the Big Ten. You can't beat my Illini. As an Illini fan, how dare you talk to Notre Dame? How dare you? How dare you talk trash? As Malik said so beautifully, talk trash when you get the Shillelagh back. Talk trash when you get the Shillelagh back. If you get some kahunas or grow some kahunas by 2030, come get the Shillelagh. We'll still have it. We'll take care of it. Come get it. John Robinson and John McKay are rolling over in their grave today. Rolling over in their grave. Pete Carroll is in Vegas asking God for forgiveness for the USC Trojans today. It's a sad day. Sad that your representation would flat out get caught in a lie. A lie. Nicole Auerbach just said the Big Ten reached out and flat out told NBC Sports that's not true. All 18 teams in 2024, new members and old members, not only read the memorandum, but they agreed to it and signed off on it. Those are the facts. And nothing in the memorandum has been changed. Period. You're liars. You're liars. And the fact that USC media, whose job is to be journalists, are still trying to stick up for the lie. And instead of admitting that they got caught in the lie, all they want to bring up is, but Marcus Freeman said, what does that have to do with that?
That's literally the only thing they bring up. You're right.
They didn't give Marcus Freeman's quote as the reason why they backed out. They could have just said, we're not moving forward. They chose to give the reason. They chose to leak the information to the LA Times. They made that decision. And they were called to the carpet and exposed. It is what it is. And Notre Dame didn't do it. Notre Dame didn't have anything to do with it. Your own conference refuted it. And then when you refuted what the conference says, the conference came back and said, nope, that's not true. Nothing has changed. They should be embarrassed, Left. They should be embarrassed.
Yeah.
They should be embarrassed. Even if it went down, it could have went down very quietly. Fans can be upset. Fans can disagree on social media. Media can have their thoughts. But when you flat out choose a reason to leak that is refuted by your own conference, that's not a good look. I don't care what Marcus Freeman said. That's just not a good look. Lucky Lefty Podcast. What's up, E. Brown? Jeremiah Love is the best gift I got this year. I appreciate that. What's the best gift Notre Dame football gave you? What's the best gift? Smalls, 45-18, a real quarterback. Ooh-wee. Yeah?
Real quarterbacks are made in 2 or 3 seasons.
Real quarterback, I mean,
Gotta let him let his legs get
we
stretched.
do have to see progression. You're right. It's been a while since we've seen a quarterback actually progress in his second year at Notre Dame. You're right, Left. I'll give you that. I'm interested, USCJ, if you are in the chat, do you feel like Jaden Mayava progressed this year? I want to hear from a USC point of view. Do you feel like Jaden Mayava progressed this year as a quarterback? Garland Doxy, thank you. Spanking USC for the last time. That was the best gift Notre Dame football gave you. Paulo, what's up, brother? Blessings to you. Left is the gift that keeps on giving. Yes,
Here
he
we
is.
go. Yeah, here we go.
Ray Mason, the best gift is they didn't play in the bowl game. Man, stiffed the city of Orlando for about 50 million and the Pop-Tart Bowl.
We
Okay,
did it
Sid
all.
Irish. He agrees with you, Left, that the best gift was the 2026 recruiting class. That's hey man, you know what? Keyshawn Johnson gave me the best gift of the year, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Keyshawn Johnson gave me one of the best gifts I could ever have when he said what he said.
Yep. That's straight from the horse's mouth, literally. The Trojan's mouth, literally.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Absolutely. Bob Crable, what'd you say? The ND football program is a threat in these college football streets. Best.
Yeah, what do you think
gift.
all these stray shots are coming from, SD? What do you think all these people are taking these shots at Notre Dame when we haven't said anything about anybody? Where is all the hate coming from? We didn't make the playoffs, but we still getting all the attention.
Left, that's a good question. You know how it's a lot of, all right, USCJ, thanks, bro, because I was very interested. He said Maeva is ranked number 2 overall in the country. However, I'm officially putting y'all under investigation for perjury of the court. For what? Tell us what? Because we just read, the information we read came straight from Nicole Auerbach's Twitter page. You can go find it. Bill Plaschke in the LA Times. Yeah, I mean, the stories are out there. What do we lie about? We said, Marcus Freeman said, yeah, I'll play him anywhere, anytime. That's a fact.
That's a fact.
Now we've established that. Let's talk about these lies.
Yeah.
Let's talk about these lies. Let's talk about how Bill Plaschke said sources, close sources at USC. Who is that? Who you really think he got that from? Who he get it from? We're talking about Bill Plaschke, somebody that's pretty much the biggest columnist on the West Coast. What are we talking about? And then Nicole Auerbach corroborates, and not only corroborates, responds, and then says that's been refuted, and then responds to what's been refuted. Come on, bro. Don't try to take us to court. Go get your AD and your head coach and Bill Plaschke and Nicole Auerbach. All we're doing is repeating what's been said. That's all we're doing.
What's been said.
Yeah, much love. Congratulations on your number 1 class. Even though it took like 50 signees to get it, go ahead. Congratulations on your number 1 class. I think that class is like 45 people, bro.
Good grief.
They literally signed a village, bro. I signed a village, but congratulations, man. Congratulations. Lucky Lefty Podcast. Super chat before we get out of here. What's up? That's our boy. What's good? Happy holiday, bro. The playoffs are trash without ND, and that's why everybody's hating on us. And happy holidays to my favorite podcast. Y'all keep it a buck. We appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you, man. Merry
Blessings to you. So, we talked about Ben Minich being in the transfer portal. We might have 1 or 2 more. I cheated you guys yesterday. I was supposed to give you 2 names that might be replacing Teddy Gerard, who reclassified, who, by the way, is the number 1 quarterback, was the number 1 quarterback in the 2027 class. He reclassified to 2026 for the Fighting Irish. So Notre Dame will be filling that void in the 27 class. If they decide to, they can. And 2 young men that I know, one worked out for them privately, and the other was at the Irish invasion, and they went to watch him work out. And he's been in South Bend multiple times. Louisiana native MALIK Ziegler is a name to think about that could possibly, because I think they go to kids, they went through that evaluation process, Left, and they didn't offer until May. And people were trying to figure out, yo, what the heck are they doing? What are they doing? Trey Taylor's off the board. All these quarterbacks are going off the board, and they haven't even put out an offer. And then they end up offering Teddy Gerard and Peyton Houston, who, man, I was in love with Peyton Houston's sophomore film. Instantly.
Yeah, I thought Peyton Houston was pretty solid.
Instantly. Honestly, I saw Teddy Gerard at the Invasion, and I didn't see anything that made me go, wow.
Yeah, he's big. Yeah, he
made me go, wow. But I do like his film. I like his film. Not gonna
I think his film was good, but I think his, like you said, you gotta, for instance.
So the second young man
is what matters, man. You gotta wow.
Yeah. The second young man before we get out of here left is Montini Catholic out of Chicago Catholic League, Israel Abrams, 6'4", 200 pounds. Left, I promise you, I'm going to send you a link to his junior film. I promise you, you're going to hit me back 40 seconds in like, yep, that's it. He worked out for Notre Dame prior to the Irish invasion, a private throwing session, and unfortunately, he didn't get an offer. But I'm telling you, that dude is the real deal.
Is he Jaden Wade?
He's 6'4", 200. I'm telling you, this kid he is electric.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. He is electric. I watched this kid beat Trey Taylor in a gunslinger showdown this past season, 52-50, and he was down 17 points in the third quarter.
Man.
I'm telling you, this kid is absolutely amazing, and he just won the state championship for Montini.
Good grief.
He's a beast, bro. He's a beast. So those are two names. I missed it yesterday. I didn't want to forget about it today. Those are two names to watch. Those are two names to watch when it comes to the quarterbacks that they could possibly add to the 27 class. Left, Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy holidays. Hope you guys continue to love on each other. And left, as always, they have to make sure that they do what? Continue to spin it different. We'll see you guys on the other side of Christmas.